What's up, you guys, and welcome to the channel. My name is Amanda Marie. Over here I love to talk about fragrances. If you are new to the channel and you love fragrances, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. If you're already a part of the Amanda Marie family, thank you so much for coming back by and watching another perfume video with me. So in today's video, I'm going to be mentioning two fragrances that I bought during the Sephora holiday sale, which I know I'm really late. Okay, that sale was like maybe 3 weeks ago almost. Okay, never mind that. And to be honest with you, I have so much fragrance in my collection. Like, I have a lot of fragrances in my collection, and there was really nothing on the Sephora website fragrance wise that I wanted to buy. I was going to the website literally every day. I was like, okay, there has to be something on this website that I want, and needless to say, there was nothing, honestly. But there were two fragrances that I had on my list for a while that I decided to go ahead and purchase. Okay, so we're gonna get into that. One fragrance has been around for a very long time, and it's not a blind buy for me, but when I got the package and I opened it up, I smelled it and I was like, aha, this is why it took me so long to add this fragrance to my collection. And I'm talking about Coffee Break from Replica. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, but this is from Maison Margiela. And again, this is their Replica fragrance and Coffee Break. This is their biggest bottle. This has to be like a 2.7 or something like that. Like, child, I can't see these little numbers. What did it say? What does it say? Oh my God, I can't see that. Anyway, it's a big bottle, okay? And I'm really trying to get away from buying big bottles. But when you have a big collection, it's really hard to go through all of my fragrances. And I have a little bit of, sometimes I have like a buyer's remorse, if you will, that I'm working on. I do feel bad sometimes that I have a big collection, and I think that's some of the things that influencers really don't talk about. And I feel like a lot of us do have buyer's remorse, but we love what we do, right? Anyway, I'm trying to work through that. I'm trying to work through that. Immediately, y'all, when I sprayed this fragrance, I was like, okay, this is why I did not run to buy this fragrance. Number one, I didn't want it in this big bottle, and I want to say probably about 2 years ago they came out with a smaller version. I mean, they're almost like miniatures. Like, they have the nerve, and I don't have one with me. I have that one in the Fragrance Jazz Club. I mean, it's like tiny, okay? And it's like $60. I'm like, y'all really trying to play with us right now. But anyway, it was 20% off. Was it 20% off? I don't know. I'm Rouge, so whatever Rouge gets, I don't know if it's 20 or 25 or whatever, but I decided to get it. So in the top, you get pepper, you get orange blossom, and patchouli. In the middle, you get lavender, coffee, milk, tonka, benzoin, cypre oil. And then in the base, you get vanilla, cedar, and vetiver. I am going to spray this, even though I know what it smells like. And the note that really threw me off in the initial smell is the lavender. I am not the biggest fan of lavender. I am when it comes to things like bath time and certain like lotions. And even if I'm getting massage or whatever and they use aromatherapy, I'm pretty much okay with them using lavender on me. But for some reason in fragrance, I don't care for lavender. It has to be really toned down for me to enjoy the fragrance. For instance, fragrances like Fève Délicieuse by Dior. I like that fragrance because the lavender is very soft in that fragrance. Now, even though the lavender was the first thing that hit me in this fragrance, I would say as lavender goes in fragrances, it's toned down. It's very mild. It's not necessarily in the forefront of this fragrance, but for me, in the initial spray. That is what I get out of this fragrance. I'm also picking up, of course, the coffee note, okay? I do get that orange blossom in the opening as well, which to me, orange blossom always comes off smelling very sweet, especially when it dries down. It could turn like a kind of sweet, syrupy type of smell to me, to my nose. I do pick up the tonka. The tonka smells like a little like roasted, kind of roasted nutty smell. Also pick up some woody notes in this fragrance, okay? You guys know about Coffee Break. Coffee Break is not new. I'm pretty sure a ton of people have talked about it before. But for those of you who may not have seen a review on it, here we are. To my surprise, I do pick up patchouli, and they have it in the top, which is very odd to me because usually patchouli is in the base of a fragrance, and I know a lot of perfumers put it in their fragrance to help the longevity of the fragrance, but I'm really surprised that it's in the top in this fragrance, and I do get it a little bit in the opening, which kind of is a little bit, there's something sharp in this in the opening, and I don't know if it's the patchouli for me or the lavender. I haven't figured it out. It could be just a combination of both, to be honest with you. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this, and I'm probably like the only reviewer that's gonna say this. I have smelled other fragrances that are coffee fragrances that have more of a prominent coffee note in them, and I just feel like Coffee Break is not very coffee. It doesn't have a lot of coffee in it for me. Not like there's a fragrance by Arco that's a coffee fragrance, like you smell the coffee note right away. I'm trying to think of some other fragrances that I have in my collection that are heavy on the coffee. I know Intoxicated by Killian is very heavy on the coffee. Black Phantom by Killian has a big coffee presence in it as well. This one, not so much in my opinion. I was really hoping for a lot of coffee in this. I don't get a lot of coffee in this fragrance, to be honest with you. The description of the fragrance on the bottle says that it's creamy and cozy coffee. And it's very cozy. I will give it that. It's a very feel-good, cozy type of scent to me. I feel like this fragrance is non-offensive. I feel like you can wear it any time of the day. You can wear it anywhere. It just has that vibe to it, you know. But I would have preferred to have a little bit more coffee in this fragrance. And I will also tell you, this fragrance reminds me a lot of Moncler's Perfume. It is very feminine, it's sweet, it's vanillic, and that Perfume by Moncler is very vanillic, okay? And this one is as well. I'm picking up everything in this fragrance but the coffee, okay? I needed more coffee out of this fragrance, but we'll see how long it stays in the collection. Again, this is Coffee Break from Replica. I picked up a commodity fragrance. Now, I am affiliated with the brand, so this video is not sponsored, of course, child. How could it be sponsored if I bought it from Sephora? But even if I have used my own discount, I wouldn't have got the discount that I received from Sephora. And I actually bought these two fragrances on two different occasions. I want to say the commodity fragrance that I'm about to show you guys, I bought maybe the last day of the sale. I had a better deal with Sephora with this fragrance. I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. I was really happy about that. So I ended up getting Commodities Velvet Bold or Expressive. Here is what the bottle looks like. If you're not familiar with the new Commodity, because they have switched up some things, they do still have some of their older fragrances that they released years ago, but now they have 3 levels of intensity, okay? They have what's called a personal collection, which is fragrances that are just kind of like create this beautiful scent bubble, right? And then after that they have expressive collection, and then they have the bold collection. All of my fragrances are from the bold collection, and that is where you see this little plus sign on the side. That means that it is the bold. That is like the strongest level of intensity for the fragrance. It's going to have major longevity. It's gonna project like a beast. It's gonna create the most beautiful sillage. You guys know me, it's like go big or go home. Like, I'm not gonna play around with you. If I'm gonna do something, like, I'm gonna get the best of the best of the best, honey, because that's just how I am, period. Let's get into Velvet Bold. Now, this is a rose-based fragrance, okay? In this fragrance, you have notes of rose petal in the top, you have black amber in the top, and almond. In the middle, you have musk. In the base, you have labdanum, patchouli, and amber. This fragrance, you guys, is just so gorgeous. Now, what can I compare this fragrance to? I can't compare it to Delina. I can't compare it to Delina. You know, this fragrance has a very it has a slight little Middle Eastern vibe to it, you know, because the labdanum in the fragrance is a resin, and it comes off a little bit like incense, okay? A little smoky, a little spicy, you know. Even though there's no mention of pepper in this fragrance does have a little bit of a kick to it, and I love that. I love that. This fragrance to me is very rosy. It's like a sweet, spicy, rosy, jammy type fragrance. You know, that's what this fragrance is giving me. I don't care for rose fragrances. Like, y'all know that already. If you've been with me for a while, you know I don't care for rose. So when it comes to rose, I have to find the rose that fits me and my personality and what I like, you know, when it comes to rose fragrances, because I'm not the biggest fan. I have a warmness to this fragrance. Again, there's rose, it's musky, patchouli, woody, balsamic, animalic, and warm, spicy. So like I said, this fragrance, it has a spicy kick to it. Like, you get it right away, you get it instantly. And I'm trying to wreck my brain and just kind of flash over my collection and kind of give you guys a fragrance that would be in this type of vein. Like fragrances like Frederic Malle's Portrait of a Lady, which is very heavy on the rose. You would enjoy this fragrance. If you like fragrances like Atomic Rose from Initio, you will like this fragrance. Let me think of some other fragrances that this fragrance could possibly remind you of. Okay, if you like fragrances like Shagaf Oud, you would like this fragrance. Think of Shagaf Oud. If you like Oud Bouquet, you will enjoy this fragrance. But when it comes to Shagaf Oud is very loud, okay? But this is a milder version of Shagaf Oud, okay? So yeah, that is definitely the vibe that I'm getting from this fragrance. It's a beautiful rose fragrance. Again, it does have a bit of a Middle Eastern feel to it because of the labdanum. It comes off smoky, spicy, a little incensey, but overall I think this is a beautiful scent. Definitely the rose for your girl, okay? So those were the two fragrances that I purchased during the Sephora holiday sale that just passed, and it's very interesting. I actually see a turn happening with me, you know, and I have been saying this for years to you guys that I'm like really trying to revamp my fragrance collection. I've been selling a lot of fragrances. If you're not following me on Mercari, please go down in the description of this video and click the link and follow me, because I don't necessarily know when like I don't have a set time when I put fragrances up to sale, and I don't necessarily have the time to come on and announce the sale. So it's just better that you're following me, because I did put some fragrances up a couple of days ago. It's Thursday. By the way, I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm just running my mouth. Child, totally forgot to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving. It was yesterday. But anyway, yeah, go follow me on Mercari. I put some fragrances up last night. 3 of them have actually sold. And again, I could feel the changes that I'm making within my own collection. I'm really focusing more on fragrances that I enjoy and that I love and that I want to have in my collection. So I can tell that's happening, and how I know that it's happening is because I would have went in on that sale. Like, I would have went ham during that sale. Like, I live for the Sephora holiday sales. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. But this year, it was just something, like I could not find any fragrance that I wanted to add to my collection. And y'all know I'm feeling some type of way about designer fragrances right now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for my upcoming videos. I am gonna do a best of the best. Stay tuned for my upcoming videos. I am going to do a best of the best for 2022. You guys know I love to do those. I'm thinking about doing a part 1 and part 2, designer and niche. Okay, I enjoyed the niche this year. I'm not even going to lie. Niche, they was doing it, okay? If you are into fragrances, I would love for you to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, okay? Make sure that you turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos, okay? Please hit that thumbs up button on your way out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye.